In terms of meme coins, Boss Token has pretty much had one of the best runs that a meme coin has ever had, at least in the first month. You know, we basically started off with a market cap of nothing, and now we're at above $12 million, and we're currently seeing a little bit of a correction. In fact, since my last video that I made on Boss Token just 2 days ago, we've actually 2x'd. So Boss Token has a tremendous amount of momentum, and a lot of the things that I've been saying up to this point have actually came true. Alright, so this is what Boss Token's chart looks like as of now. As you can see, we've had a huge run up just recently. 2 days ago my video came out around here, and yeah, it's seen a 2x, and now we're at a $12 million plus market cap. And currently we're seeing a sell-off, like we're seeing some people actually take profits, which is pretty understandable. I'm just going to keep it real with you. We might see some more sell-offs. People are going to take profits when there is a tremendous run up. That's just how it is going to be. If you just look at the pattern of this chart, like we can see this happen quite often. We had the hype at the launch, and then we had the most significant correction we've seen, which was about 50% correction to this lowest point here. And then we had another run up, and then it had a smaller correction, and then we traded sideways again, and now we've just seen this big run up. So it doesn't take a genius to see the pattern going on here. Boss Token's popularity comes and wanes. You know, there's going to be days where Boss Token is looking like it's on absolute fire and nobody freaking wants to sell. And there's going to be days where it's just trading sideways, like around here and here, where the bears and the bulls are fighting and nothing is really going up or down. It's kind of just staying around the same. You know, I actually want to see that happen because, you know, the way this token is, we're getting so many people that are buying and there's not many people actually selling. So we actually have this situation where a lot of the whales are reluctant to sell their Boss Token. You know, we actually had one of the largest whales sell most of his profits around here when we were sideways trading for about a week at a $2.3 million market cap. I think he made like over $100,000 from that. He would have had a million if he just waited a bit, and that's kind of the reason why things were looking pretty boring at that point. And yeah, we had some whales sell off. That's kind of what these red candles here are about. But you know, that's actually a good thing. Like, I'd rather have the big whales sell their bags or take profits out when we're at a low market cap, because then they don't have as much influence on the price in the future. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to justify a big sell when we're not even on CoinMarketCap, we're not on a centralized exchange, and we don't even have dApps out that actually make Boss Token a use case. So all of that is to come, so I'd be pretty reluctant to sell my Boss Token too. Now, the good thing about sideways trading, and I think we're going to get into that, like, we could continue running up. That's an absolute possibility. This could be a small drawback, or we could be sideways trading like we've seen here and here, and we'll basically have the bears and the bulls fighting. Volume's going to go down, and there's going to be reflections generated. Whales are going to take profits, and the liquidity pool is going to increase, which are all good things. I was saying that when we were trading sideways at a $2.5 million market cap, and very few people believed that that was a good thing. But I kept telling people it's a bullish sign, it's a bullish sign. You want the whales to be replaced by new buyers, and that is the fertile soil that grows a meme coin. There's a number of things that can happen. We could see people continue to sell off from this recent correction. We could see it continue to go up, or we could just see sideways trading, kind of like how we saw here. And recently on my Twitter, I was actually speaking about the use case I have planned for Boss Token and how it's going to integrate into the dApp product that we're making. I actually referenced that I'm inspired by Binance's BNB. You see, on Binance, there's a bunch of products and services where you can actually get discounts and access to certain things if you hold a certain amount of BNB. As you can see here, this is like the trading fees page for Binance, and as you can see here, if you actually own a certain amount of BNB, you actually gain access to reduced fees. So to unlock VIP 1, where you get a good reduction on your trading fees, you have to own 50 BNB, and so on and so forth. And it just gets better and better the more BNB you have. This is just one example of how Binance integrates BNB into their products. Like, there's quite a few products that give you advantages and premium benefits if you own a certain amount of BNB in your account. And this is what I plan to replicate with Boss Token. The dApp that we have planned, man, I genuinely think it's going to be a game changer in DeFi. I think it's going to be a mainstream dApp, a mainstream website that people use. It really does make the DeFi experience more simple and less time consuming. It genuinely is an improvement on quality of life. Like the BNB model, I actually plan to have Boss Token as a use case that you can unlock premium features in this dApp, which is similar to what Binance does with their BNB coin, and I think it's pretty genius the way they handle BNB into use cases like that. You know, there's going to be people that buy Boss Token just to get access to the premium features of this dApp that we're developing. There are going to be people that are going to want to sell their Boss Token, but they'll keep a bag just to unlock the premium features. And in both cases, that has massive positive implications on Boss Token. It's kind of hard to even call that a meme coin because it actually does something and it actually gives you access to premium features of a product. And recently there's been a few YouTubers and streamers that have been bad-mouthing Boss Token about how it's a scam, it's a rug pull, but just think about it, right? At this point I own over $1 million worth of Boss Token. Do you really think I'm going to be rug pulling at this point? Like, wouldn't I have already rug pulled at this point if I was planning that? In addition, I also have a massive digital footprint of saying that I'm not going to be doing an exit scam. So if I did decide to do that, I think I would get arrested pretty quickly. I have this as my pinned tweet for a reason. As you can see here, it says, my video about SHIB came out 4 months ago, which is longer now, but it basically shows where I posted my video about Shiba Inu being a 1000x gem, and you know, people were making fun of me for saying that at the time and saying that I'm gonna get dumped on, oh, Shiba Inu's a scam, blah blah blah, and look where it went, dude. It did 1000x. In fact, it pretty much 10,000x from the time I actually bought it. I actually waited a few days before making that video, but in that time there were constantly people saying that Shiba Inu is a scam, it's a rug pull, you're gonna get dumped on, and you know, it pays to be right, it pays to think for yourself, right? And looking at the amount of holders that we have for Boss Token, we've hit the 2,000 holder mark, and the amount of new holders we're getting each day is just absolutely immense. I think we're like averaging like over 100 new holders a day. So when we see some of these whales take profits, the signs are bullish. A continuation of this pullback, absolutely, of course that's a possibility. We've seen that happen around here. Traded sideways for a little bit and then we had the next run up. Keep in mind, we're not even listed on CoinMarketCap. Like, let's just reiterate that. This is all just word of mouth thus far. One of the main ways people discover coins, which is through CoinMarketCap, we're not even on there yet. Like, CMC hasn't gotten to listing our token yet, but it should be soon from what I've been hearing. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe for more.